Balanced eye contact involves a calm, steady, and compassionate gaze. It is essential for fostering trust and recognition in interactions. Excessive staring can be perceived as aggressive or intimidating. Insufficient eye contact may suggest fear, disinterest, or detachment. The goal is to find a comfortable middle ground that conveys genuine presence and engagement. Looking away, particularly after being asked a direct question, can be a telling nonverbal cue. This behavior often suggests feelings of discomfort or unease in the individual. It may also indicate a sense of guilt related to the subject matter at hand. Alternatively, avoiding eye contact can stem from underlying feelings of insecurity. It is crucial to avoid making hasty judgments based solely on this behavior. The person might be employing avoidance as a protective mechanism due to fear of rejection or vulnerability. Eyebrow movements can indicate curiosity or interest. A slight arch of the eyebrow often communicates curiosity. Still, eyebrows may suggest boredom or disinterest. Expressing curiosity can encourage reciprocal curiosity in conversations. Paralanguage involves vocal cues beyond the literal meaning of spoken words. Key components of paralanguage include tone, pace, and volume. These vocal elements reveal a speaker's emotional state. A calm tone often suggests confidence and composure. Conversely, a trembling, rapid rhythm may indicate nervousness or anxiety. Analyzing paralanguage provides deeper insights into a speaker's underlying feelings. A genuine smile engages the entire face, not just the mouth. One key indicator of a real smile is the activation of muscles around the eyes. In contrast, a false smile primarily involves the lips. The eyes often remain unchanged during an insincere smile. A sincere smile fosters connection and rapport with others. It can effectively reduce social barriers and promote positive interactions. Nodding often indicates attention and agreement during a conversation. However, excessive nodding can be interpreted as impatience. It may also signal a desire to conclude the conversation. Measured, natural nodding usually demonstrates genuine engagement with the speaker. Upright posture often conveys clarity and openness. Slouched posture can suggest feelings of insecurity. Slouching may also project a sense of heaviness or burden. Adjusting posture can lead to an immediate shift in personal energy. Altering posture can also project a greater sense of confidence. Therefore, posture is a key element in nonverbal communication. A firm, steady walk often signifies determination and confidence. Dragging steps can be indicative of discouragement or fatigue. Mindful walking involves focusing on each step in the present moment. This practice can promote calmness and reduce overall tension. A handshake is often the first physical interaction between two people. It serves as an initial energetic connection. A firm handshake indicates confidence. A weak handshake may suggest uncertainty. A brief, warm handshake conveys trust and respect. Body language significantly influences interpersonal communication. Leaning forward indicates interest and engagement in the conversation. Conversely, leaning back may signal withdrawal or a lack of interest. Respecting personal space and maintaining appropriate distance are crucial for comfortable communication. Crossed arms can be interpreted as a sign of protection. Crossed arms may also indicate discomfort. Resistance is another possible meaning behind crossed arms. Context is important because crossed arms can simply mean the person is cold, while open arms can signal warmth. Well-maintained shoes often signal discipline and a meticulous nature. Conversely, neglected shoes may imply a more relaxed or inattentive mindset. The condition of one's shoes can reflect their overall approach to daily tasks. Caring for minor details, such as shoe maintenance, demonstrates mindfulness. This mindfulness suggests a broader engagement with the world. Therefore, shoe care can be seen as a microcosm of one's general attitude. Mirroring involves unconsciously imitating another person's gestures or behaviors. This imitation is often a subconscious signal of safety and comfort. Mirroring indicates a feeling of connection between individuals. Gently mirroring someone can build rapport. It can also strengthen bonds without the need for verbal communication. The human voice transmits emotional cues that go beyond the dictionary definitions of words. A stable, composed voice often signals clarity and assurance. Conversely, a wavering voice can be indicative of underlying emotions such as fear or uncertainty. Speaking with genuine emotion and clear intention can have a stabilizing influence on listeners. The emotional content of speech significantly impacts how messages are perceived and understood. Intuition is often described as a subtle, internal voice. It provides guidance and insight, often before logical reasoning processes begin. This inner voice can influence decision-making. Reflecting on past decisions can reveal the impact of intuition. Analyzing whether intuition was followed or ignored provides valuable self-awareness. This self-awareness enhances future decision-making processes. Breathing patterns directly reflect one's mental state. Rapid, shallow breathing often indicates anxiety or stress. Conversely, slow, deep breathing typically promotes calmness and relaxation. Deep breathing exercises can help to reduce overall tension and promote a sense of well-being. Avoiding eye contact after a direct question can indicate discomfort. It may also suggest feelings of guilt related to the question. Insecurity about the subject matter could also cause someone to avert their gaze. Avoid making immediate assumptions based solely on a lack of eye contact. Paralanguage encompasses the nonverbal elements of speech, such as tone, speed, and volume. These vocal cues significantly influence how messages are interpreted. A steady voice often projects an image of confidence and control. Conversely, a shaky or rapid voice can be indicative of nervousness or anxiety. Thus, paralanguage can convey emotions and attitudes beyond the literal meaning of words. A genuine smile, often called a Duchenne smile, engages both the mouth and the eyes. The activation of the orbicularis oculi muscle around the eyes is a key indicator of a real smile. In contrast, a fake smile typically only involves the zygomatic major muscle, which controls the lips. Genuine smiles foster a sense of connection and trust between individuals. Nodding is a gesture that indicates attentiveness. It also shows agreement with the speaker's message. However, excessive nodding can be perceived negatively. It might suggest impatience on the part of the listener. Therefore, nodding should be used moderately to convey interest without seeming dismissive. Posture can be a reflection of one's state of mind. Upright posture often indicates clarity and openness. Standing straight can project confidence and self-assurance. Slouching, conversely, may suggest feelings of heaviness or insecurity. It can be interpreted as a sign of emotional burden. Therefore, body language, particularly posture, communicates internal states. Walking style can reflect a person's mental and emotional condition. A confident stride often indicates a state of determination and assurance. Conversely, dragging one's feet may suggest feelings of discouragement or fatigue. Observing gait can provide insights into an individual's psychological well-being. A handshake serves as an initial point of contact and exchange between individuals. It is often interpreted as a symbolic meeting of energies between two people. The firmness of a handshake can be indicative of one's confidence level. Conversely, a weak handshake may suggest uncertainty or a lack of assurance. Body language subtly communicates engagement or disinterest. Leaning in indicates interest and attentiveness. This posture signals that you are actively listening. Conversely, leaning back suggests withdrawal. This can imply disinterest or disagreement. Therefore, posture significantly affects interpersonal communication. Crossing arms can be a defensive posture. It may indicate discomfort in a situation. Crossed arms can also signal resistance. Sometimes, it simply means the person is cold. A person's shoes can offer insights into their personality. Well-cared-for shoes often reflect a disciplined nature. This suggests attention to detail and a structured approach to life. Neglected shoes may indicate a more distracted or carefree mindset. This implies that the individual may prioritize other aspects of life over meticulous appearance. Mirroring involves the unconscious replication of another person's gestures or behaviors. This behavior often indicates a feeling of safety and connection with the individual being mirrored. Subtly mirroring someone can be a technique to foster rapport and strengthen bonds. The reciprocal mirroring action reinforces a sense of mutual understanding and empathy. The human voice extends beyond mere sound. It reflects inner states. A steady voice often indicates clarity and confidence. Conversely, a trembling voice can reveal underlying fear or anxiety. The tone and stability of one's voice provide insights into their emotional state. Therefore, the voice serves as an audible manifestation of the soul. Intuition is often described as a gut feeling, a subconscious sense that guides decision-making. It operates as a quiet, internal voice, offering guidance when logical reasoning is insufficient. Intuition can provide insights and direction based on accumulated experiences and patterns. Reflecting on past instances where intuition proved accurate can strengthen trust in this faculty. Developing trust in intuition involves recognizing its value as a complementary tool to logical analysis. Breathing patterns directly reflect mental states. Rapid, shallow breaths often indicate anxiety. Slow, deep breaths typically signal calmness. Conscious deep breathing can promote relaxation. Practicing deep breathing techniques can help reduce overall tension. A downward gaze following a question can have multiple interpretations. One possible interpretation is the feeling of shame or embarrassment. This interpretation suggests discomfort or guilt related to the question. Alternatively, looking down can indicate deep thought and concentration. In this case, the person is processing the question carefully before answering. Therefore, context is crucial in accurately interpreting a downward gaze. Speech rate and rhythm are indicators of a person's emotional state. Changes in speech speed often reflect underlying feelings. Excitement can cause someone to speak more quickly. Conversely, sadness might lead to a slower speech pattern. Analyzing speech patterns provides insights into emotional conditions. Variations in speech are a nonverbal form of emotional expression. A forced smile can often be distinguished from a genuine smile. Genuine smiles typically engage the muscles surrounding the eyes. This engagement results in visible changes around the eyes. In contrast, a forced smile may primarily involve the muscles of the mouth. The absence of eye muscle engagement is a key indicator of a non-genuine smile. Nodding is often interpreted as a sign of agreement or understanding. However, excessive nodding can indicate insincerity. It may be a strategy to create a favorable impression. The person may be trying to please, rather than showing genuine agreement. This behavior can be a form of social camouflage. It is important to consider other nonverbal cues in context. Body posture can be a nonverbal indicator of a person's confidence level. Confident individuals often exhibit an upright and tall stance. Conversely, a slouched posture may suggest feelings of insecurity or lack of confidence. Therefore, observing posture can provide insights into someone's emotional state. Walking pace can be an indicator of a person's emotional state. A faster pace often suggests urgency or being in a hurry. Conversely, a slower pace may indicate relaxation or leisure. Changes in pace can also reflect shifts in mood or priorities. Observing someone's walking speed can provide insights into their current mindset. Pace is a nonverbal cue that communicates a person's immediate intentions. A handshake is a crucial element of first impressions. A handshake that is too firm can be interpreted as aggressive. Conversely, a handshake that is too weak may be perceived as timid. Therefore, it is important to find a balance when shaking hands. Leaning away from someone often signals discomfort or a perceived threat. This nonverbal behavior is a subconscious way of creating physical distance. The action aims to increase the space between oneself and the source of discomfort. It can indicate a lack of agreement or a desire to disengage from the interaction. Leaning away might also suggest feelings of anxiety or unease in the situation. Observing this cue can provide insights into a person's true feelings or intentions. Crossing arms often indicates the creation of a physical barrier. This barrier can be a subconscious response to discomfort or disagreement. It may suggest a closed-off posture in interpersonal interactions. The gesture can signal defensiveness or resistance to external ideas. An individual's shoes can provide insights into their self-care habits. Well-maintained shoes may suggest attention to detail and personal grooming. Clean and cared-for shoes can reflect a proactive approach to one's appearance. Neglected or damaged shoes might indicate a lack of concern for personal presentation. The state of shoes can be a subtle indicator of overall self-regard. Paying attention to shoe condition is a facet of personal self-care. Mirroring body language involves unconsciously imitating another person's gestures and posture. Observing someone mirroring your body language can foster a sense of connection. This mirroring often leads to increased rapport between individuals. The effect is subtle yet powerful in building interpersonal relationships. The tone of voice is a key element in communication. It effectively conveys a wide spectrum of emotions. These emotions range from happiness and excitement to sadness, disappointment, and grief, and even anger, frustration, and resentment. Intuition can be a valuable asset in making informed decisions. Learning to trust your intuition involves recognizing and understanding your gut feelings. These feelings often stem from subconscious processing of information and past experiences. Developing intuition requires paying attention to these subtle signals and reflecting on their potential meaning. Combining intuitive insights with logical analysis can lead to more well-rounded decisions. Trusting your intuition can enhance your ability to navigate complex situations and make choices aligned with your values. Focusing on breath can be a powerful tool for managing stress. Mindful breathing techniques can help reduce feelings of anxiety. Paying attention to each inhale and exhale promotes relaxation. Deep, controlled breathing activates the body's relaxation response. Regular practice of breath awareness can improve overall well-being. Conscious breathing exercises can be performed anywhere, anytime. Context is crucial when interpreting nonverbal cues. A single nonverbal cue can have different meanings. These varying meanings depend on the specific situation. Therefore, consider the context to accurately interpret nonverbal signals. Nonverbal communication is a reciprocal process. Nonverbal cues are exchanged between individuals. The signals one sends impact others' perceptions. Effective communication requires awareness of these cues. Stronger relationships can be built by improving nonverbal communication skills. Nonverbal cues include facial expressions, body language, and tone of voice. Effective nonverbal communication enhances understanding and rapport. Being aware of your own nonverbal signals is crucial. Paying attention to others' nonverbal cues improves communication. Nonverbal communication is a fundamental aspect of human interaction. It encompasses a wide range of cues beyond spoken or written words. These cues include facial expressions, body language, and tone of voice. Effective nonverbal communication enhances understanding and rapport. It plays a crucial role in conveying emotions, attitudes, and intentions. Nonverbal cues are essential for effective communication. Understanding nonverbal cues enhances self-awareness. Awareness of nonverbal signals improves interpersonal understanding. Recognizing nonverbal cues aids in interpreting emotions accurately. Paying attention to nonverbal behavior facilitates better social interactions. Decoding nonverbal communication contributes to stronger relationships. Paying attention to nonverbal cues enhances understanding. Nonverbal communication provides insights into human experiences. It allows for a deeper comprehension of emotions. Observing body language improves interpersonal relationships.